What's up, YouTube, or whoever's watching? This is another Super Geeks production. Today we're going to go over using certain commands and scripts or script to DNS zone transfer, DNS server query names, and the probe is actually going to take part server side on the manager side. So you don't have to be admin because you are already root level if you have accessed a shell prompt in Linux under SU. This is going to be useful for ARP spoofing, SSL stripping, DHCP spoofing, DNS spoofing, ARP poisoning, I already said SSL stripping, SSH cookies, stealing, and other things that are usually only allowed on your subnet. You can do these on other subnets in network via enumeration, DNS enumeration. So your host command in Linux, if you're not familiar with it, play with it. It's really nice, helps a lot. And you need to figure a website that you might think is vulnerable. Most already are, and this is a server-side probe, so you're really not making the server think anyone's intruding anyway, bypassing firewalls and all that, of course, and virus programs, because you're not on the client. So I think it's a server. So you're going to put a host-t or host-l, then ns for name server. Yeah, it is. I think it is a T. Okay, good. So you got the name and the names of the name server. So this is good. Continue. You're gonna want to use host -n. Actually, no, we're gonna do host -l without ns, and then just put the website name and then the name of the name server when that query. This is kind of similar to doing ns lookup, or I mean, you could do some other things with tracert that could do some of the same things, but this is more pseudo, and it's definitely more. Let's see. I guess it's time to live is a lot quicker, so it's faster transaction. Of course, I forgot to put the name server. Put the name server. So let's do this, and of course it's gonna fail. That's an error, of course, and errors are good in penetration testing. It means the connection is there and working right. Now we have to enumerate it in order for the transfer to not fail. So go to your pen test folder and go to the DNS enumeration, ls, list directory. We got a Perl file in there. It's a script. Let's run it. / tells us to run the executable in the directory that we're in. Perl. I think all we need is the website name, a -f, and a word list file, or you want to put it in, or a text file, not a word list. jandb.com -f. I guess we could no, maybe jandb.com. Yeah, DNS jandb, whatever. And of course I am white hat hacking. I'm not doing any damage. I'm just probing the network. It's simple. Now you have a list of all of the DNS servers on their Ethernet backbone. May it be fiber, Cat 6, Cat 5, Cat 5e, modems, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of different IPs here. A lot of them under the same subnet, which is kind of good for us, but of course we're not going to do any damage because we hack to learn, and that's just the way it is. So you have successfully saved this into a log file. My next tutorial will be on what you can do with these log files and how to manipulate the certificate tables once you successfully enumerate all of the DNS and DHCP data. So, the supergeeks.com cannot be held liable for any maneuvers or tricks learned here. This tutorial should be used for educational purposes only.